Okay, this is going to be a positive video. However, I must start with a small complaint because I'm an idiot. You may have seen in my budget videos that I have little paper clips. I set aside so much for, 4 weeks of groceries, electric, internet, all that crap. Well, I made my grocery list because it's very easy. You say, Alexa, add bread to the grocery list. And she says, okay, I added bread, because she's very polite and helpful. And I just got to town, got into the city, actually. Town is only 20 minutes away. The city's almost an hour. And I have my grocery list because I have my phone. And so it's always with me. The paper clip of money that says groceries, that is destined for this week, it's still at home. So the only real complaint is I'm just really stupid. So such is life. Anyway, on to the positiveness of this wonderful video. Okay. I am about 1 month away from my 6th anniversary, which amazes me actually in many ways, because as I said, I guess last year, sometimes it feels like I've just been here forever in a good way, and sometimes it feels like I just got here, and that is still true. I realized something the other day. I was sitting there eating lunch, and it just kind of, a thought occurred to me that I was happy. Right here, right now, I'm happy. And that's an important lesson. Like, for example, in the Navy, I look back at the Navy and I see all these wonderful times with the guys, traveling, seeing all these amazing things, doing all these tours up in these mountains in Korea, some of the most beautiful temples and stuff you've ever seen. Also some really fun drinking and carousing because it was the Navy. And then I can also look at the time with my family as we're traveling. We lived in San Diego, we lived in Hawaii, we had some great times. But in the moment when I was there, I was never happy. When I was on the ship, traveling the world, seeing things that are just amazing, I was missing the family. Oh, poor me, I miss my family. And then when I was with the family, and then trying to enjoy that, I was like, oh man, Korea, Japan, Australia, Tonga. And I was always like out of sync. Now when you look back on it, you remember the good. I can look at San Diego and have some wonderful memories. I look at the ship, I have wonderful memories. The bad, it's kind of faded away. But it was one of those, in the moment, I wasn't happy. And something I tried to teach my kids, my son used to get sick of hearing it. I would say, if you're not happy right here, right now, when will you ever be? And he hated that. But it was something I was working on myself, and I was not very good at the time. And I realized, right here, right now, I am happy. I'm living in the moment, for the moment, and I am enjoying it. And that's something I've worked on my whole life. And I am doing well. In high school, everyone would complain, oh, my parents and this and my family life and blah, blah, blah. That's why I act out and do this and do that, and the drugs and the shoplifting and the partying. And I didn't do any of that, surprisingly. No drugs till, God, after college, after the Navy, way after. I didn't go out partying and carousing, and I was, Well, fuck, I was in seminary all the goddamn time, so I really didn't have any fun in school. But I would hear them all complaining, and they'd talk about their home life and how horrible it was and how it was to blame for all the horrors in their life. And I would just, to myself, I didn't say it to them, I'm thinking, oh dude, you should see my life. You think yours is bad. Mine's really fucked up. I said, that's all you got to complain about? That's nothing. And I would also try and tell them, in high school, we have no responsibilities. We got little rinky-dink jobs. We're like sacking groceries, whatever. Nothing. A couple hours after school. Yeah, somehow, there's always a little bit of money in our pocket. And we're always out having fun, going to movies, you know. It's like, that's pretty good. But, oh, I want to grow up and get out on my own and this. And I'm like, I don't know, man. So we're doing pretty good. We got no responsibilities. High school is pretty easy. And I was right, because it was. I did move out when I was 16, and things kind of went to shit for a while. Such is life, you know? Choices and consequences, right? So I've been working on trying to live in the moment, for the moment, and be happy. And I realized the other day, I'm there. Now there are things I could, you know, I miss my kids. Later, I might realize all the lost opportunities with my grandkids. But then again, you know, that's not me. I enjoy what I have and I'm doing well. We're going to turn around and try for a different scenery. Not sure of the lighting. Oh, my microphone is stuck. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Yes. I'm doing pretty well at living for today. I am enjoying my life as I live it. I've always looked back and had fond memories, you know, because time doesn't heal all wounds, but it kind of smooths the edges. So you look back and you don't really see the negatives as much. But do you enjoy it when you're there? And I am. It's not bad. You know, like I said, I'm coming up next month, about 3 weeks maybe, will be 6 years. And I'm doing good. I'm liking it. I'm happy. Yeah, I miss my kids, but I don't miss the kids like as they are now, because they're involved in their lives and families and moving on. They're grown. I was a single dad forever. What I miss is the kids when they were young and teenagers, and we were out doing all. We used to go camping. We'd go to Disney for a lot. We did a lot of stuff. Took them snorkeling with stingrays in the Bahamas, you know, fun stuff. And so I miss some of the past that we had. We had some good times, and I'm glad we did, and I remember them. And until I go senile, I'll still remember them. After I'm senile, I'll have pictures, and I'll say, who are these people? But, you know, we had a lot of fun, and I do miss that. But if I were home right now, back in the old country, neither one of them even live in Dallas anymore. They've got their families, they've got their own lives. I wouldn't see them all the time. So I may as well be here living for me. I gave many years. I was a single father for like 16 years. They were 5 and 8 when I got them full time. And yeah, I probably wasn't the best dad in the world, but I did okay. I did what I could. And they both turned out so well. I don't know if I can take any credit for it, but At least there's nothing to blame me for. They're both wonderful. They're doing great, and I'm very proud of them. And so now it's me. It's my turn, and I am living for me. I've had some of the Filipinos question how we can just leave our family and move halfway across the world, but we are different. You know, instead of having 3 generations in one house, the kids grow up, they move out. The old people take care of themselves, they have retirement money set aside. You don't want to be a burden on your children. It's a different mindset. Their families here are different. It's a different dynamic completely. And so if I were in the U.S., I would be at the house by myself, you know, the old empty nest syndrome. Who wants that? I'd see the kids a couple times a month. You know. So moving overseas was not a bad idea to me. It was always the plan anyway. And I was glad to realize that I was just sitting at lunch and just somehow I just sat there and I was like looking around and I was like, I'm happy. Right here, right now, I'm happy. And I think that's a goal. That is a goal achieved. That's definitely something I've been working on. And I'm glad of it. But I'm doing well. And that was an important thing for me. Well, because I'm an idiot and I did not bring the grocery money, although there is money in the ATM, I don't want to get it because the monthly budget is already set aside and I don't want to pull extra money out. Of course, if I do, then I could use the grocery money for drugs and hookers. There is that. No, I'll just go grocery shopping tomorrow. Such is life. I will go to the mall. I will buy a corkscrew and a couple glass pitchers for the house because she wants some pictures from this particular mall that we saw them at. I bought some wine the other day and that has a cork. Most of the wine here is on a screw cap. We don't have a corkscrew. So I'm going to buy a corkscrew today. That's my plans. Ooh, such an exciting day. I know, can you deal with it? That much excitement in one day? We're gonna buy a corkscrew. And maybe another bottle of wine. You know, just because the new refrigerator has a wine rack doesn't mean I have to keep it full. But we're enjoying our day. We're not gonna go grocery shopping because I'm an idiot. So we're just here in the plaza for a moment because I have to get off the jeepney here and grab a taxi to the mall because there's not a jeepney that goes to that mall. And we'll go get some lunch. Let's go see what they got. Enjoy your day in paradise.